Jumping over to Animal Kingdom first, because the first look at the Clawhauser animatronic for Zootopia Better Zootopia has been revealed. Now, this new Zootopia attraction is opening November 7th. That's in just a couple of weeks. It's about 3 weeks from when I'm recording this. This Clawhauser animatronic figure first appeared in Shanghai Disneyland and will be one of the few animatronics in the mostly screen-based show. The attraction is replacing It's Tough to Be a Bug. So let's just real quick pull up some pictures. This article right here is coming from attractionsmagazine.com. That's where I got my information for today's story. But they covered a bunch of things. We're going to go straight to, my goodness. We're going to go straight to the Clawhauser audio animatronic visuals here. If you take a look, this animatronic looks clean, man. This animatronic looks really nice. As I mentioned, it was at the Shanghai Disneyland, so this is not the first version of this, but lately, I have to say, these animatronics at Disney World are looking on point. There's just something different, something very magical about them. They're getting really good at this stuff, man. From what I'm reading and from what it looks like this Zootopia show that is opening at Animal Kingdom on November 7th, it's mostly a 3D attraction. So it's, we're going into the Tree of Life, going into the old Tough to Be a Bug theater, and you're going to see mostly a 3D show, but it does look like we have at least one animatronic that will be a part of this experience. And it is the Clawhauser animatronic that we are looking at right now. So looks like it's going to be an on-point animatronic, something really up to date with technology. Like I said, one of the best words I can just come up with for describing this animatronic is it looks clean. It looks just like the character. And just when you thought the virtual queue system was gone forever for Disney World, it has made its comeback. And that is because when Zootopia opens at Animal Kingdom on November 7th, guests will need to join a virtual queue to experience the 4D theater attraction. So the way it's going to work is annual pass holder previews will use the system on November 5th and 6th, with drops at 7 a.m. and 1 p.m., and then it will move over to everybody else starting on November 7th. And again, those are drops at 7 a.m. and 1 p.m. We're jumping over to Hollywood Studios now with a rock and roller coaster re-theme update. So as you guys know, Aerosmith is officially out. The long-rumored Muppets re-theme is official and coming summer 2026. So yeah, it's not a rumor anymore. It's actually 100% happening. We all know this. I don't know why I worded it like that. But anyway, no exact closure date for the Aerosmith version yet, but Disney previously said it will stay open all of 2025. So my guess is come January, this thing will be closed, which means if they're promoting that they're going to open this ride summer of 2026, that would leave you with, let's see, January, February, March, April, May, June. Okay, so even if it opens at the end of the summer, we're looking at 6 to 8 months for a refurb on this coaster, which isn't that long at all, but they're probably not going to have to change too much. They probably, they're working on the new pre-show. Let's see if I can pull up the images of that. Here's the concept artwork for the new pre-show. This is probably where they're spending a majority of their time developing and creating for this new re-theme. They've got some new animatronics. Looks like we've got 1, 2, 3 animatronics that are actually going to be, audio animatronics. And then this looks like a screen here where the band is and where Kermit and Miss Piggy are. Those look like screens. But as you can see, it's a whole brand new set, new animatronics. It's a new pre-show. They probably already have that complete, or very close to it if I had to put my money on it. Then they'll have to go into the ride itself and just sort of replace a couple, they'll replace those neon signs and things like that. Maybe they'll throw some screens in there or who knows. It'd be nice if they threw some kind of Well, I was gonna say an animatronic, but that ride goes so fast that you're not gonna have time to see anything. So it'll most probably just be like the neon signs and things like that. They're gonna change out the onboard audio. You'll hear a Muppet song now from, I forget the name of the Muppets band, but we talked about that previously on the show, and I'm sure you guys have heard a lot about it from other creators out there. But yeah, I just wanted to briefly touch up on that. We are getting very close to this opening. I think it's going to be a huge, huge deal. And as you guys know, right outside of Rock and Roller Coaster is the new Villains show. I am still a believer, a strong believer, that once the Villains land opens at Magic Kingdom, I truly believe that they will take over. They will move the Villains show from Hollywood Studios, and they will move it over to Magic Kingdom at the Villains Land, opening up a theater so we can reopen Muppets 3D. We're talking about the upcoming Monsters Inc. land, which is replacing the old Muppets courtyard. Disney has officially filed for the trademark for Monstropolis. It looks like the upcoming Monsters Inc. land now has the official name. Disney filed the trademark for Monstropolis, which was also featured in the Preview Center's updated concept art and signage. So Monstropolis, I was really thinking about the name, and I was thinking about the land and how it's going to be. And I have to say, I'm getting really stoked for this land. Probably more than I thought I would be. It's finally starting to settle in how cool this is going to be. So yeah, I'm starting to get really stoked on Monstropolis. I think this is a good name. I believe this is the name of the world that the monsters are from in the movie. So it makes sense. Honestly, you couldn't have found a better name for the Monsters Inc. land. But yeah, I'm really getting stoked for things. I'm starting to visualize how awesome this area is going to be, how vibrant this area is going to be, because the cast of monsters, you've got monsters of all different shapes and colors and sizes, and I really think that that's going to be a huge benefit to just the overall aesthetic of this new Monstropolis Monsters Inc. land coming to Hollywood Studios. I think that this Monstropolis land is going to be one of the coolest looking lands at any theme park ever. I think the IP calls for it. I think that they are going to hit a home run on this one. They are not going to hold back. From taking a look at the photos, the construction photos, and seeing all the land that they cleared out, it looks like this is going to be the biggest ride at Hollywood Studios, if not all of Disney World. So yeah, this ride building is going to be huge. As you guys know, it's an indoor roller coaster based on the closet door feature in the movie. Forget exactly what that is all called. I should probably brush up on some Monsters Inc. before this new land opens. Jumping over to Epcot now, because Frozen Ever After is finally getting new animatronics. After nearly a decade of complaints, the ride will update its Anna, Elsa, and Kristoff figures with tech inspired by Hong Kong Disneyland's version. These upgrades ditch the outdated screen face look in favor of a more expressive modern animatronic. Huge win here for fans who have been asking for this since, I don't know, when the ride opened, I believe, which was probably like 2015 or 2016, over 10 years by now. So yeah, you guys have seen this probably floating around. It's actually been out there for a couple of days, if not a week now. But yeah, back when this ride first opened, they were using, I guess it's screen mapping. I guess it's projection screen mapping on some of these animatronics. And the screens would just look really, really lifeless and creepy looking, honestly. Once again, thanks to Attraction Magazine for this comparison photo right here. Let me zoom in a little bit. This was before. Looked very lifeless. She looked pale. She looked weird. She just didn't look right. 10 years later, they have finally updated it, and it is a regular good old animatronic. No projection mapping on the face. Looks exactly like the one did in, I believe it was Paris or Hong Kong. I'm sorry. Looks just like the one that opened in 2003 at the Hong Kong Disneyland. fully sculpted faces were utilized instead of the projected faces. And that is exactly what we have coming to Epcot. So good news there. No more creepy Anna or Elsa. I don't even know what character that is because I've never watched Frozen. Come at me in the comments if you need to. It's completely fine.